Hey guys, MCOC community. I've got a special video for you guys today. If you haven't heard about ChatGPT, where have you been? It has absolutely blown up. It was released in November of 2022, so just a few months ago. And after 15 days, it already had 1 million followers, 1 million users, and it has blown up ever since. I actually was taught about ChatGPT about a month ago by my daughter, who's in college right now, and she says that a lot of the students are using ChatGPT right now in order to help them with their college assignments. I kind of recommended that you don't do that. Stay away from any kind of claims against plagiarism. But I began using it, and I've actually played with it quite a bit in my job, and it's actually helped out quite a bit. And I was thinking as I was playing with it for my job, how can it help me play Marvel Contest of Champions and also make videos for the community, some content for y'all. And it's actually a pretty valuable tool, pretty powerful. So again, if you don't know about ChatGPT, it's an open language model that was built and developed by a company called OpenAI. They initially trained this AI using 570 gigabytes of data language across the internet. It was restrained to just using 2021 data. So if you're asking it for any information on anything in life, across the web, Marvel Contest of Champions, that was developed after 2021, it's not going to know that information. So that is one of its large limitations. Now, is talk about Microsoft investing about $10 billion over the next few years in developing the ChatGPT 4.0. Currently, it's at 3.5, but $10 billion with a B is quite a bit, and people are starting to realize the value that an AI system can have. So what I wanted to do today with y'all is not only go over ChatGPT, how it can possibly help you as a MCOC player, but also a content creator if you guys decide to go to YouTube, on how to use ChatGPT and some online resources. Now, I know for you veteran players, a lot of these resources are pretty well known and that you guys do use them, but this is more geared towards using ChatGPT, and also for the newer players who don't know about these online resources that you can use in order to enhance your gameplay and improve your account, and also possibly make content for you if you decide to be a content creator on YouTube. So let's go through some of these tools. First, I'm just going to talk about ChatGPT and show you the power of the tool. So let's go over to the other screen here. So again, ChatGPT, you can go to openai.com. You can sign up for a free account, a trial version. They give you $18 of credits to use for this trial version. I've been using this for about 2 months now. I've been using it for many different kind of queries. I have not even come close to using $1 of the $18 they give you, but they do have to find a way to monetize it. And once it does go past this initial beta to more of a production status, they will start monetizing a little bit more. But right now, use it as much as you can. Again, $18 worth of credits. I haven't used a single dollar of it yet, a full dollar, just maybe like 50 cents of it. And you can use it quite a bit. So anyway, so let's just go into, let's say, you have by the way, it's also a conversational model. So once you do put in a query into the box, it remembers that query, so that if you ask a future or follow-on question, it can build off that as well, of all the past questions that you asked in it. So in here, I created a query saying, create an Alliance War video script for Node 5 of Alliance War, Titania versus Mangog. Now, as I said before, this is one of the huge limitations of ChatGPT. It was trained on a 2021 model. Titania came out in 2022, so it's not going to know anything about it. And also, you have to be once you start the conversation, you have to be pretty specific with regards to your question, especially for the first question. And so I said, create an Alliance War video script for Node 5 Alliance War Titania versus Mangog. Well, it's not going to know about Titania, and I didn't state that it was the game Marvel Contest of Champions. So it did punch out a nice little script, fictional script. If you want to read through it, it's great. But it really had nothing to do with Marvel Contest of Champions. So then I realized my mistake, and I added create an Alliance War video script for Alliance War and game Marvel Contest of Champions, Titania versus Magog. And again, it really didn't, it came up with a cool story and conversational tone, but it really didn't apply. So then I said, okay, well, now I want you to create a video script on online resources to help assist you in the game Marvel Contest of Champions. Examples should include ChatGPT, Google Sheets, YouTube videos, Aunt May, and Google Dropboxes. And it actually started developing something that I could actually use. It gives me words to say during the video. It gives me how I should build my video on YouTube, how I should cut to a shot of a YouTube video that goes over specific champions' abilities and synergies, and so on and so forth. So actually, it came up with a pretty good idea as a starting point with regards to the content that I can create for a video on Marvel Contest of Champions. And then the next query was list additional online resources a player could use. Now, I didn't state anything with regards to Marvel Contest of Champions, but it knew, and because of the conversation that I've been having with it, that I was referring to Marvel Contest of Champions. And it pulled up, well, you could use Reddit, you could use the Discord, Facebook groups, in-game forums, champion tier lists like Brian Grant or what have you, Legacy. Wiki pages, helpful in-game guides, and then there was the Playdemic forum. So I'm assuming that meant Kabam. I'm going to have to ask DLL if he's ever heard of the Playdemic forum. So this is all great information and stuff as a starting point for me to create content for you as the viewers. In developing videos on Marvel Contest of Champions. Another thing that you can use it for is if you are a content creator and you want to make sure that your videos are identified and promoted by the YouTube algorithm, you can ask for popular hashtags for Marvel Contest Champions to include in your videos, in your descriptions. So this is all great too. You can notice that it did put up hashtag Marvel Strike Force. Well, that's not this game. Or Marvel Heroes, Marvel Universe. So it was interesting, but again, just using it as a starting point. Then I asked it for write a 10-minute script for a YouTube video on Alliance War in the game Marvel Contest of Champions. And then it's again, part of the limitations. Now, this is a great tool for content creators. I wouldn't say that this is a good tool because of its limitations of the 2021 data set that it has been using to use it to enhance your gameplay. But there are other resources that you can use. And one such resource is something that I've been building and I've been developing in order to help me track my roster and where I need to invest certain resources that you do have. So this is Google Sheets. This is my roster here. I have several tabs at the bottom, and I will provide a link to this so that you can actually use this for your own and reformat it as you need. But you can see here, this is my 6-star roster. It has all my rank 5s, 4s, 3s, has the SIG abilities, what ranks there are, and every time that I do get some SIG stones that I want to invest, I can see where they're most needed, most used, and what isn't currently max SIG. So this is what I currently use in order for my roster to manage it and to use the resources for. I also have how many SIG stones I have, how much I need. If I'm choosing like a Nexus, or if I'm choosing a specific class of SIG stone, I know which ones I probably need more, so on and so forth. Then I've got my master data sheet. I've also got a sheet that I stole from actually somebody else with regards to immunities. And I'm hoping that I can develop this and use this more for Battlegrounds. Created a tab for this is for the season 4 week 1 meta for Battlegrounds, and so on and so forth. Also, I'm trying to develop a relic spreadsheet to use with regards to what relics I want to assign to what champs. But it is a really great tool that I can use outside of the game in order to manage my roster and prepare for Battlegrounds, prepare for war, and so on and so forth. So it's a really great resource. And again, I will provide a link to it into the description. Now, this is a website that I just discovered. I've been playing Marvel Contest Champions for about 8 years now, but I was watching a video. But the old Sarge puts out some great information to use, and I really loved to go over to the resources and see Cat Murdoch's Google Drive as well as J-Axis. They have some fantastic infographics that you use with Cat Murdoch, as well as J-Axis does. He consolidates a lot of the artwork used. He also has links to Aunt May, Frontline, and the MCOC wiki, which is fantastic. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys know about Aunt May. Aunt May is kind of been like the ultimate resource for content creators as well as players in this game to figure out champion info, and filter it based upon individual champions or individual classes or different tags. It's much more user friendly than the in-game interface. So if you don't know about Aunt May, please spend some time playing with it. It is constantly being updated, and the admins of the site are doing a fantastic job. Again, this is for brand new players. If you don't know about the MCOC forums, that it usually has some good information. There's a lot of trolls out there. I only really use it in order to identify the announcements, read the news. But again, this is another great resource. So, with that being said, there are tons of online resources that you can use. I believe that ChatGPT will become a little bit more useful as time goes by, especially as they open it up to additional data sets outside of 2021 and before, and start using real-time information. I do think that the utility of it is limited for this game and also for your daily lives. There are some huge issues with it. However, if you want to try to have just do some basic research as a starting point for whatever you're trying to do, whether or not it's in-game or with your personal life or your work life, I think it's a fantastic resource. I really highly suggest playing with it. It's only going to get stronger and more useful as time goes by. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be putting out some additional information with regards to how to access all the Google Sheets, put everything in the descriptions, and look for some more videos on relics, because I really think that is an underserved topic of conversation in this game. So more videos to come. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.